Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northern Line Live Super Show, the Thursday, May 14th, 2015 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northern Line, joined by my esteemed co-host, Rocklee Smile. How's it going?
Hey, dude. What's up?
Flowing? Man, I'd like to place my hands upon your fucking sexy ass and squeeze.
Well, excuse me.
And squeeze. Okay.
I'm not gonna let you squeeze my ass.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to chat.
Good.
Let's get started here, Nick. And as you start your run, please tell me the character, as long as it's not the Lost or Azazel.
The new thing is apparently lately I don't go live when I'm supposed to, so that's still happening.
All right. Allow me then to take a second to say, chat, we're doing this beta program on Twitch for decreased chat delay, so maybe it's actually going to be like a little bit less delayed today. I saw Luke say that maybe it was like 7 seconds faster, so instead of 20, it was like 13. We'll see. And there might be some increased buffering for people who are not on the strongest connections, but we'll find out. Also, our docket today, Rebirth, SpyParty, Vertiginous Golf. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not online.
You're not online.
God damn it.
Bring back delay? Oh, come on now. That's just ridiculous.
The delay's too real.
Samson's stomach looks like a frog person. Yo, that is accurate. That kind of looks like fish. If you extended Samson's legs a little longer, you could make that look like fish, I think.
If you want to just start up, feel free. I mean, I'll just give you a seat if you want. We could just play.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
Judas today.
Judas, okay. Risky. Let's do it.
It's really going to be like between Eden, Judas, and Isaac most of the time.
Dude, those are like my favorite characters, basically.
Those are the best characters. 2E7D.
2E7D.
LXN7.
Oh, baby, a subscriber.
Chime box. Thanks for the subscription. Go get you a chime box for me, Tony. You know, like, that's basically, it's like Michael Scott doing an impression from Goodfellas. It didn't totally work out.
People are just giving me sad frog face right now. Feels bad, man.
Your Eden run was a ride. Yo, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming again.
I freaking lived it. You take your time, Nick. You're gonna hate your seed, by the way.
Great. How did you know that already? We only just started.
I know a few things about you. I know what you dislike, and I know how to spot
Kamikaze, room 1.
I know how to spot it early. No, I haven't seen the item room yet. That could turn it around. The item room could still, you know, seal the deal here, but you're probably not going to be a huge fan of, you know, what you got going on here.
Wow, 6 minutes late.
Is this new meta? Ryan is punctual, Nick's late? I need a win in this department. Nick, do you consider yourself a punctual person?
Yes. Generally try to be ahead of time.
I am also a punctual person.
Aggravates me when people make me late.
I'm with you, man. Like, it aggravates me when people make me not early. And I recognize that as being, like, a sign of, like, some kind of mental problem, basically. But, like, I'll be like, yo, if we don't leave now, we're not going to be 15 minutes early. I know our reservation's at 8, but you got to be there at 7:45, because what if we're not there by 8:01? They might give it away.
Or it might just inconvenience somebody, and we can't have that either.
Yes, they're just trying to do their job. Royalties.
You got to make sure the gears run smoothly.
That's your goal in society, man. Royalty's finest. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Chat, I'm super punctual. Don't even fart with me.
All right, there we go.
You're live.
It took 3 retries to get the stream to go up, but I'm now live.
New York server's no good anymore, man. You got to go Ashburn, Virginia. It's the least
like
load.
Ashburn's the place to be. Thank you very much, Ronnie James D10, for the 7 months in a row.
That's a great name.
It is. Please, Spirit Hearts, please. No, Spirit Hearts!
You're gonna have a tricky run, Nick.
It's a gamble when you do a Judas run.
Temporarily, you're gonna have a tricky run at least. You could swing it. You could pick it up.
Why do I always get this shit on the show now? I play by myself, it's like easy, smooth sailing. And then I play on the stream and it's just like, nope, first 3 floors are gonna be hell every time.
Man, this item looks really painful right now. It's like, it's right up in my face.
What would be right up in his face?
Get you right up in your grill trying to get you to a hotel. You must be a football coach the way you got me playing the field. So let me give you that doo-doo. At first it sounds like R. Kelly is basically yeah, he's gonna run the train on her, or he's just gonna fart on her.
Oh my god.
Then she
Wasn't
gives
there
him
a rap
that
guy
BB.
that liked to like piss on dudes
That's
or kids or something?
That's Whoa, Pula. Thank you for the 16-month resub. That's crazy, but yeah, R. Kelly is infamous for a video in which he peed on a young lady.
What's up with that?
Well, I'm not privy to the details of the case. I'm going on hearsay, but I remember him doing an interview with 60 Minutes, and I'm pretty sure this is the interview in which...
It took him an hour to describe what happened?
No, they just watched the video in real time and then gave commentary.
Oh my god, that's a lot
and then,
of piss.
I can't remember if it was Mike Wallace, but...
Like Wahlberg.
They were like, so was this girl teenaged? And then R. Kelly, and semantically, this is a question that is valid, but in the moment you should not say this. Mike Wallace said, was the girl in the video teenaged? And he said, what's your definition of teenage? Or like it depends.
Don't say that.
It depends what you mean by teenaged. And you're like, oh, that's the wrong answer, Robert.
And so what he's implying by saying that is, how old do they need to be pissed on?
Well, I mean, he could be saying, yes, she was a teenager, but she was 18 or 19.
Okay, sure. So say that. That's a better way to say that.
Maybe. He said it in the stylish way, but I don't think he thought it through in the moment.
He's always stylish.
He's a stylish guy, man.
What does the R even stand for, Robert?
Yeah, it's a Robert Kelly, man.
Oh, okay.
Have you not... listen to an R. Kelly song sometime. He's Robert. He always says Robert. Consistently.
Yeah, this is not awful. I think I'm okay now.
You're alive.
Yeah.
Have you faced the boss?
Yeah, I killed him.
Well, that's really impressive, man.
Not a big deal. It's just the haunt. Everybody kills him all the time.
I'm impressed.
It's really not a big deal.
Okay, don't freaking throw this one.
Dude, there's this one room, every time I go into it, it teleports me back to the starting room. It's done it 4 times.
That's pretty good.
I wonder if it's programmed that way sometimes, where it's just like certain rooms have a higher chance to teleport you than others.
I don't know. I wish that curse would go away. Did you see that? How good is the AI for Blighted Ovum? That shit just blew my mind. I placed a bomb in its path in a way that I thought it had to go. It tried twice to get through it and then turned around and walked the other way around the rock, even though it was longer.
They actually spent 6 months just working on the AI for that one enemy.
That was incredible. I have never seen that before in my life. I can't believe... I'm still in awe of what I just saw right there. Oh, God, we got a freaking Skype message here. Who's this one from?
Mathis.
Oh, God, it's freaking Bear Taffy. Dude,
what's that guy up to?
We can't talk roundtable like all the fucking time. Like, just get over it.
There's a lot to talk about. I mean, we talk for like 3 hours sometimes.
This is very true. How you doing, Nick?
I'm dancing the devil's pale moonlight right now with Spider. He's dead now. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. No, nothing going on. Oh, here we fucking go again. Dude, just shut up.
Now he hears you, and now it's gonna be a thing.
I know, man. I gotta get freaking, like, I gotta get the TeamSpeak or something.
You gotta get Bear away.
This motherfucker's like, this guy really liked his video. And I'm like, oh, that's good news. But don't ever talk to me between the hours of 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, the exception is 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesdays. Don't talk to me then.
Unless you're in the show.
Unless, yeah. I don't want you to take it super literally.
Pretty regularly that he's in there.
I had that happen when I was in 2nd grade. I have a vivid memory of this. I was talking too much, which is probably a valid criticism that the teacher had levied against me. And then she said, don't speak again for the rest of the day. And then she asked me, like, well, to be like, shut up. And then she asked me a question, because we were doing, like, book reports or something, like, what did you think of this book? And I just didn't respond. And she's like, Ryan, are you okay? I just didn't say anything. She's like, what's going on? And I was like, you told me not to say
Following
anything.
directions.
And yeah, I was like, I'm just following orders here. And then she did not take kindly to that. In my head, I was like, she's gonna be like, oh shit, he found the loophole. But she was actually just like really pissed.
That's bullshit. She can't have it both ways.
I think exactly the same thing, man.
You gotta release the kid from the binding first, if you're gonna be that way.
Exactly.
She should have rewarded you and said, good, you followed directions very well.
That was
make sure
that teacher was
reflected in your report card.
I don't like to refer to people like this, but that lady's an asshole. It was the same class where I got in trouble. I got like I missed a recess or something because we were singing Little Rabbit Foo-Foo, I don't want to see you picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
Bopping them on the head. It's
but I wasn't doing the actions. And somebody ratted me out. They're like, Ryan's not doing the actions. And they're like, okay, detention. Come on!
Dude, you got detention for not bopping them on the head?
What kind of people, future adults, are you raising here? Just follow orders.
High-level stupid.
That's the Nazis just followed orders, Mrs. Clissold.
And then they came for Bunny Foo-Foo, and no one spoke for Bunny Foo-Foo.
Yeah, there was nobody left to speak for me, because I was in detention. I don't like that lady. I know that I think about it, this sounds like these are all being made up on the spot, but I have a lot of great memories of that teacher. Like, 2 years later, she was the coach of the cross-country team, but not like the intense cross-country team, just like, hey, come out and run at lunchtime. I was like, you know, that could be fun. A lot of my friends do it. So I went out, and then she gave this, like, really rousing, hardcore speech about how, like, we're gonna run hard, and, you know, we're gonna do this every recess, and if you don't think you can handle it, just walk away right now. I was like,
away.
10,
don't run.
And I just walked away. And then she's like, wait, where are you going? And I was like, well,
I couldn't handle it.
Honestly, I don't think I can handle it.
You set the bar too high with your speech.
She intimidated me out of the cross country team. I think she was just trying to be inspiring, but that was like, I'm just here. I'm not gonna become a world famous runner here. Just work with me, lady.
I actually had a similar story. I had a coach. I signed up for a cross country team one year, and then I kind of changed my mind over the summer because we were gonna do it in the fall, and I was just like, no, I'm not interested anymore. And he kept calling my house.
Oh man.
And being like, dude, this is a really good opportunity. You should do this. It's gonna help you in every way. You're gonna get so much exercise. You're gonna feel so good about yourself. I was like, yeah, no, but like I just don't want to. He was like, all right, well, that's the way it is. And then he called me again.
He's like, oh, you're playing hardball, are you? All right, I'll tell you what.
How many times do you call a kid about this?
That's a sad story, though, because it's probably, like, his funding depended on,
Depends
like...
on how many people.
So he's got to, like, canvas, like, 10-year-olds to...
Oh, I never even thought about it
be
that
part
way.
of his
Now I feel guilty.
Now he, like, can't... He got fired from his job because he actually wasn't a good teacher. He just, like... They just hired him for his cross-country acumen.
He seemed like a nice guy. It wasn't anything personal against him. Like, it really shouldn't ever be. Huge acumen, yeah.
What was in
so
here?
this tale you told, this thing you spun about this being an awful run, I'm not convinced that you were telling the truth there.
It's not that bad.
I mean, I've gotten Pentagram, I've got a whole bunch of health, Celtic Cross.
Celtic Cross? You got Larry Bird or Kevin Garnett there?
Larry Bird always.
No, of course. Okay, fair. I don't know, man. It's not a terrible seed necessarily. I don't think it's a particularly strong seed, though.
I certainly wouldn't call it a train wreck.
Well,
dun dun dun.
I don't want to talk about that run, man.
I feel like I owe you an apology for that, even though I had nothing to do with it.
I feel like everybody owes me an apology for that.
It was a long road.
That was like as long as my basement run.
It was, wasn't it?
I did do 3 runs in the video, but that still... Ah, you dicks!
Kept getting hope again, and then it was like taking it away from you little by little.
The final angel room was just where I realized that there was no hope left on this run.
Your spirit was broken.
Yeah, I left for a minute. And I walked out in the kitchen, and Kate was like, oh, you're done recording? Well, I got, like, something to talk to you about. And I was like, I'm not done recording.
Nope. I'm just pissed.
We're still going here.
Needed a break. Yeah. Football team are Celtic, but the cultural group is Celtic. What?
Yeah, that's true.
Why are they different?
You know, English language. It's pretty fucked up, man.
They look the same when I look at them.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, again, I'm getting that shit where the room keeps looping me forever, and it's really annoying me.
I feel you, man.
God, leave me alone.
Oh, that's a good one. Celtic scapular. I don't dislike this item. Oh, come on. Give me some... Well, that's good. I'm not going to complain. That's not good. That's not good either.
I think there's something wrong with that room.
Are you still... What floor are you
on? Caves 1 or something. I just took damage trying to look at my map, by the way.
Don't blame me for that shit.
I did.
Oh, thank you. You shouldn't have. Oh, you really shouldn't have, you dick, but okay, we're fine. We're cool now. You actually helped me out a little bit. I'm not playing strongly right now, I'll admit.
Your damage should be pretty up there, though.
Oh, I mean, it's getting there. It's not crazy out of control, though.
I did not know Justice could give you a troll bomb.
Yeah, it can. But it could also give you, like, a spirit heart.
Can I give you an internal heart?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. That's a gap in my knowledge.
We'll have to test that for science.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, a triple deal. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is getting uncomfortable now.
You got a problem?
Not a big one, just a little one.
That was pretty good. I might even take this. You get an evil up with it, yeah. Not to spoil the item, but you know.
Is it a devil deal, or you just found it?
It's a devil deal.
Oh, that's fine. I think I'll get that.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah, apparently it's ceremonial robes.
It's not.
Oh. So evil up. Okay, what else could that be then?
Yeah, let's do some mental exercise here.
Evil up. Abaddon?
Nope.
That would be good, too. Oh, Guppy's collar. That's nice. Evil up.
It's 2
Goat
words.
head. Goat head gives you evil up, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it doesn't say it, though.
I don't think it gives you evil up anyway. Okay, so why didn't you take Brimstone yesterday? Yesterday, I didn't need a win as bad as I need a win today. It's as simple as that.
You gotta take into account the context.
Exactly. Context is everything, man. I'd rather buy Black Candle than the Spirit Heart, because Black Candle is like a Spirit Heart plus no more bullshit curses, so I'm trying to get that, but I don't have a donation machine on my run, which is probably good, because if I did, I'd be beating the shit out of it. I am not a kind patron right now.
Yeah, you've really been beating up your donation machines
I have
lately.
not been treating it the way that it would probably prefer to be treated. Oh, that's so dumb. I'm an idiot.
Oh. Or Babylon. I think I don't want that.
Pardon me?
I don't intend to go down to that low health. Wait a minute. So something's going to give me evil up. And it's going to be a devil deal, so it's going to cost me a heart. So maybe you're right. Maybe I should take it.
Maybe.
Alright. Good argument that you made there.
You might be right.
I don't know about this re-rolling all my stats, though.
Oh, you took experimental, or you're thinking about taking experimental treatment.
I'm looking at it sitting there. It's kind of taunting me a little.
I'd consider it.
Rarely does that pay off, though. Seems like it's usually down.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, not usually. It's like a 50% thing.
Man, I suck at finding secret rooms today.
Oh man, I'm gonna be too slow for boss rush. Maybe. How is finding a secret room NL luck? Come on. There's a formal set of arguments and rules for finding a secret room, a framework within which we all exist.
It's usually not even that hard. Just sometimes it's a little annoying.
What is vertiginous golf? Yeah, that's a really good question.
Nobody knows.
It's just mini golf, man.
It's a very particular set of skills. My fire rate's pretty good. My damage is pretty good. What am I going to get out of this re-rolling my stats? I don't think it's going to go up.
Even better. We already got it. That was the oh baby, a triple room. All right. Please don't die. I'm going to do my damned best.
All right. I'll YOLO. I hope this works out.
I think it's worth taking.
Oh, it gave me a heart.
I think it's worth taking because if you don't take it, 10% of people will think you're a little bitch.
Yeah, it worked.
And like, pretty much my motivation for everything in life is making people not think I'm a little bitch. I'm still trying to impress that cross-country teacher from way back, you know?
I think it'll work out for you in the long run.
I hope so. Please don't say long run, by the way. It gives me flashbacks.
If anything, you're really probably impressed them with the fact that you used to run all that. You know, didn't even need to. There was no impetus other than you wanted to run.
Yeah, those were the days. Back
Oh
before
yeah,
I
the knee issue.
twisted my knee and turned into an old man who can predict when it's gonna rain.
Is it gonna rain?
It's feeling pretty good right now.
Okay.
It's the ultimate test. It's like some kind of Joe Rogan reality show shit, because I work in a room without windows. So, like, if my knee hurts, sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, this is like... There's not even any, like, contextual clues that I'm following here.
You should do a series called Northern Lion Predicts the Rain with his knee.
Like, every day, I'll just be like, feels pretty good.
And then you cut to a camera that shows outside, whether you're right or not.
Please. Yeah, it's good enough. I'm not doing that would you rather where, like, this is the only would you rather that takes it too far. Is the Freaky Friday would you rather. Would you rather fuck your girlfriend's brain in your mom's body?
Dude, it's so confusing.
Or your mom's brain in your girlfriend's body? Well, either way, it sounds like my wife would be pretty pissed.
I hate all those options. I don't want any of them. Keep the brains in the proper bodies. That's all I ask.
Yeah. And then I just go for mom straight up.
Oh my god.
Why can't I choose my mom's brain in my mom's body?
You had to make it weird.
I don't ever want to fuck a brain. That's a good point. I was not necessarily... I wasn't as clear, but I was explicit.
The only brain I want to fuck is mother brain.
No, you don't understand, chat. You can't... People are like, I'd just jerk off instead. That's not the way this question works. There's an easy answer. If that's the way you can answer it, you'd be like, okay, would you rather blah or blah? You'd be like, how about I just don't? Yeah, that's how you win. The whole point of the game is that you got to do it between... It's two negative things. It's not two negative things or do nothing.
Right, but they're looking at it like you have to ejaculate, and these are the means that you have to do that.
They're missing out, man. Like, they don't understand the purpose. The purpose is you got to
out.
discover something about the person answering the question.
Sometimes a little too much, if you ask me.
That's the point, man. Would you rather is like truth or dare for smarter people.
Probably rather play truth or dare, to be honest.
Rather play truth or dare? Okay, I dare you to go fuck your mom.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna, so...
You lose, then.
Alright, I guess I lose.
Look at this guy, he lost.
Oh, mom's knife.
He wouldn't even have sexual intercourse with his mom to impress 3 strangers.
So I can take goat's head and then buy mom's knife with the remaining heart.
Yeah, that's a big plus.
I got both. Fuck down.
You're not gonna take missing page 2, man?
I was out of red hearts at that point.
Well, there's your evil upgrade down the drain then.
Excuse me?
What if you came up with a really clever conditional dare? I don't even know. My brain can't parse that. I don't know what that means.
What's the worst dare you've ever had to do that you want to discuss?
When I was like 13, this girl I had a huge crush on got dared to kiss me. And then after she did it, she was like, it doesn't matter, he's like my brother. And it crushed my soul down to its core, man. It was like, that wasn't even my dare. It was somebody else's dare. I was like, this is it.
It's finally happening.
She was like, Ryan's like my brother. It's no big deal. It's like, oh, no. Even without knowing what that meant as a kid, I was still like, oh, that's not good.
For reasons like we were just discussing about why it's weird to fuck your mom.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, yeah.
Similar reasons.
Exactly. I don't think she realized it. It's just the animal kingdom, man. It was a harsh nature all at once there. I
don't even have a particularly bad one. I just had to hug a mailbox, like in the cold winter night.
That's not bad at all. What do you have to hug a
Off.
mailbox? Oh, with your shirt off. Yeah. I mean, that sounds cold.
It was very cold. It was slightly embarrassing, but it wasn't really a big deal at all.
I never liked Truth or Dare, man. Did anybody like Truth or Dare? Is that something that like the super cool kids were like, you know, let's assemble the B team of cool kids and we'll make ourselves feel like slightly cooler?
Yeah, you get all the cool kids together, and basically they all just make out.
Okay.
And that's the end of that story. We just weren't hot enough to make out with.
That's acceptable. I mean, I didn't want to give up the goods that easily anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tell myself anyway.
Save it for marriage, or whatever. Thank you, Zanin Da, for 20 months in a row. Much appreciated. Can we get some rock yahas, please?
Truth or dare, if done correctly, can result in orgies. I like how it's like, that's good. It's like you don't have control over it. It's just like, okay, we follow these steps. I think we can turn truth or dare into an orgy.
It's kind of like min-maxing a run of Isaac, to be honest. There's a lot of variables, and if they line up properly...
I understand that. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Someone dared me to lick the floor of a bus, so that's just unsanitary.
Don't do that.
Gaffer Games, thank you very much for the subscription. It's a makeout party in disguise? Well, I knew that, obviously.
If you want it to be a makeout party, though, there's more direct ways you can go about it. Like, there's ones where it's just about actually making out.
Yeah. Though you could just have a rainbow party instead.
If you want, yeah.
Those are
the one that's 7 minutes in heaven, I guess? I never did that one. But that's a making out game.
I thought that was like from the 80s. That was like old school.
It may have been. I mean, I'm from the 80s, technically.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm gonna be 30 in like a couple weeks.
That's pretty crazy.
I hate it.
Not at all, though. I think 30 is actually like younger than 26.
Oh, is that how numbers work?
I think so, because when you're 30,
for a while, then they go back down.
When you're 30, you're closer to the start of your 30s than you are to the end of an era, you know? You get it.
All right, if you're looking at life as a series of eras, then maybe you're right
exactly.
about that.
You're starting a brand new era, your 30s. You're, you know, passing the end of an era. Your 20s.
It's pretty weird. Thank you, Mecha Zelder, very much for your 10 months in a row subscriptions. How about some rock hearts for you? Need the hearts.
Chat, I only pick up Dark Bum so that I, you know, lose red hearts. I'm not actually going to use Dark Bum. It's not good. It's
Allow me to welcome you to the 30 plus, you old fuck. Thank you for the welcome.
I'm kind of looking forward to my 30s, man.
At least people are nice about it. Like, you look 19. I appreciate that.
You're like a real adult in your 30s. In your 20s, you're still kind of just fucking, you know, figuring things out. I'm sure that's probably, in your 30s, you're going to be like, oh, I don't know anything, but...
I think there's a 10-year buffer, to be honest. So, like, when you're in your late 20s, you feel like you're an 18-year-old, like, in disguise. And then just do the math forward.
I feel like I have the brain of a 15-year-old in the body of, like, a 35-year-old. I've got the worst of both worlds going on right now. And the head of a 65-year-old.
What about the knee?
The knee of a fucking, I don't even know. The knee of the Japanese Honda robot in that video where it falls down the stairs. Like, the knee just totally buckles.
What about the big dog when he comes and kicks it over?
No, it's not like that. I don't like to stare into the face of my destroyer.
That thing will kill you.
It is the end of human society as we know it. That plus, like, real sentient artificial intelligence is the end of the human race. As the dominant species on Earth. Maybe they'll let us live as, like, you know, the beta species or something.
Sucks that Tony Stark brought it all on, too. Dude had no idea what he was doing.
Don't play, you know, don't play God. Drop the left hand, you have Mom's Key. Does Mom's Key make it so that regular chests can give me guppy items? Is that what I've been operating under false pretenses for a long time?
You should really learn how to play this game by now.
The hair of a 100-year-old man.
The hair of the dog.
It's really good to hear your voice. One of those things just sounds so sweet. Coming from the hair of a century-year-old man. Those rhymes didn't really feel sweet. That was Hinder. Whatever happened to those guys? A lot of raw talent.
I thought maybe you were gonna transfer into 21st Century Schizoid Man halfway through that.
You thought I was gonna, like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy you.
Yeah. Absolutely, what you just said.
Or the hair of a 0-year-old man. That's very true, man. I am the alpha and the omega, follicularly speaking.
Where are we at with the T-Tours countdown, guys? Are we close?
Pardon me?
You don't need to hear about this. This doesn't involve you.
I think I'm probably going to hear about it one way or the other.
You might. It's alright, I'm just going to let it go now.
Oh, centenarians is it's less syllables. That's my mistake. Should have said centenarians there, Nick.
Called them centurions.
That's a different thing altogether.
You know, the 300 Romans.
Yeah, it's Kanye West. Kanye West doesn't have a great knowledge of the history of the Mediterranean region.
No.
Okay?
There's apologists and they have answers.
Okay.
The CCC stands for Calm, Cool, and Collected.
Okay, CCC is the name of the song?
Roman numerals for 300.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
That's not really apologizing for anything, is it?
Apologist doesn't mean that they apologize. It means they've got arguments.
Doesn't really make any sense.
You know, welcome to the English language.
That's a very good point, yeah.
It's a callback.
I'm with you on that one. So, Nick,
really
you know...
fuck me out of health, doesn't it?
You know how people always make fun of me because I say I never answer my phone if it's a number I don't recognize and then I Google the phone number?
Yeah.
I was watching Border Security this morning. And
did they call you?
Yeah, I was watching in real time and the Border Security agent called me. I was watching Border Security, the show about the good men and women protecting Canada's national frontiers, and then this lady came back and she had 2 cell phones. And they're like, whoa, I've seen Breaking Bad.
Sketchy.
That's a little weird.
That's a burner phone.
That's a burner phone, man. Exactly. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to need to see your phone. And she gave it to him. She probably didn't need to, legally, she probably didn't need to do that. But they ran her phone through a, I don't know, some kind of ion analyzer and found traces.
They found the ions.
They found traces of cocaine ions on it. And then he's like, well, I gotta see what this lady's up to. So you know what he did? He went through her phone log and Googled the phone numbers. And I was like, if it's good enough for Border Security, it's good enough for me, man.
That must have been so reaffirming for you.
It was. I was watching it with Kate and I was like, come on, man. Look at that. No, I'm never gonna let anybody make fun of me for that shit again.
I wish I had a story like that for garbage delivery, but I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense still to me, to this day.
It's only been 1 day.
How's your garbage doing?
From yesterday to today.
Do you have a garbage room? You keep it in your garage or something?
There's a garbage can, and then it goes from the can to the car.
You just leave it in the car?
No, it's not in the car. It's in the can until it goes.
How many garbage bags you make on a 2-week period?
2 to 3.
Whoa, that's really low.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected, 10?
I don't know. Kate and I throw out at least 2 garbage bags a week for sure.
You guys got to work on your consumption.
That's probably true. And we even have recycling built in, basically. That shit gets collected.
Canadian landfills are gonna thank you if you do.
You really should consume less. I'm with you on that one.
It's the plot to garbage bird.
What would I do for a peanut butter sandwich? I would buy bread and peanut butter like a rational adult. A loaf of bread and peanut butter, that's gonna push you if you get some artisan shit, that's a $6 cost for 10 sandwiches. So I'm not gonna do anything that I would value at being worth more than 60 cents. So you're not gonna be able to convince me to do very much for a peanut butter sandwich. Unless we're in some kind of fictional world where, peanut butter is extremely scarce or something like that. I don't know.
Where the peanut has gone extinct.
Exactly. It's the last harvest for okra ever.
Dude, I'd be fine with that if okra went extinct.
Yo, that's rude, Nick.
I'm sorry, okra's disgusting.
Okra's delicious, man.
It's full of slime.
You gotta cook the slime out to some extent. You gotta leave a little...
What vegetable has slime?
You leave a little slime in there.
You want to get down with some slime, then? You think you're on Nickelodeon shows all day?
No problem. I mean, we eat all sorts of weird shit on a regular basis. Have you ever seen a shrimp? We fucking eat those, man.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the fact that we've got to dig out their poop trail, that freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we have to do that for other animals as well. Just usually, the butcher will do it first.
Our sons and daughters. When you change the diaper of your sons and daughters, you're kind of cleaning out their poop
I
trail.
see what you're saying, yeah.
Oh, you thought I meant, vivisect them and take out their
No, I thought you were talking about the band Sons and Daughters or something like that.
Is that
the song by the Decemberists, Sons and Daughters. I was searching the Brain database, Microsoft Access,
actually.
for some kind of sweet option. Oprah is full of slime? You guys have it backwards. No, you don't.
Oprah causes people to produce slime.
I can't confirm or deny that.
I don't know what that even means.
I got no problems with Oprah. She's a self-made woman.
She's done some great things for herself, but she's also propped up a lot of people that probably didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't treat her like anything, but I kind of like mentally associate Oprah with kind of like a
Snake oil
really
salesman.
Well, no, a really kind like aunt, but
right, she's
not
a little gullible.
Right, that's exactly it. It's like, Aunt Cheryl is really nice and she's very smart, but specifically on this issue, I don't think she's done her due diligence. I'm just using, Cheryl as an example name. Everyone's got an Uncle Bob and an Aunt Cheryl.
Got an Uncle Bob, no Aunt Cheryl. Sorry.
Oh, you got to work on that.
I will.
You got to go to Ancestry.com. That line must have been erased somewhere. Somewhere down the road.
I probably had to trace down who got rid of it.
Oprah isn't that smart. Well, she's...
Look, I'm not trying to toss shit at her. It's just she's done some stuff that's a little weird. That's all.
She's like a quad fucking thousand-year.
It's really Dr. Phil I'm not a fan of as much. You want to get into that whole thing?
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. Any of those doctors.
A lot of those so-called doctors, yeah.
The, what's his name? I can't remember. The other guy that's all about chakras and healing and... Deepak Chopra.
Deepak Chopra.
Not a fan of him.
Yeah. Deepak Chopra, he has this quote that is like, if you concentrate hard enough, you can actually just like stop aging.
I don't believe that that's true.
He's gotten visibly older.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends was, he was going through a period of self-improvement, and he was reading a book that was commonly recommended by Eckhart Tolle, who is like another philosopher, new age kind of philosopher, I guess. Right. And he's like, I was with it, and then he has this whole chapter on how, like, quantum physics was originally discovered by, like, East Asian monks, and that's where I kind of lost it a little bit.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can see that.
Is that one of those things he says that's kind of couched in metaphor to the extent of, like, nothing he says is really true, but it doesn't matter because it's all kind of nebulous anyway?
Honestly, I don't know. But he's a very scientifically minded guy, and I remember him being like, some of it seemed like really useful, and I was enjoying it. And then he started talking about quantum physics and, like, East Asian monks, and I was like, I don't think that checks out. As someone who is currently, like, doing a double major in mechanical engineering and physics...
There you go.
Something about this doesn't quite seem to jive with me.
That's fair enough. Thank you, by the way, Mutable Cartographer, for the 4 months in a row subscriptions. Much appreciated.
Chat, why do you want me to drop the sun card here? $1. Are you mad I didn't drop the left hand? Yeah,
I saw the left hand. I dropped it right away.
You can drop the low core if you want to.
I'll drop the low core, guys.
I'm not going to stop you.
Dr. Oz has not yet given up his medical license. Oh, is he going to give up his medical license?
It's like, if you love something, let it go. And then they can just call the show Oz. Really confuse people. Mr. Oz.
They'll be like, you mean the jail show on HBO? No.
How does Judas' Shadow work with multiple lives?
First life is Judas' Shadow, isn't it?
Nah, I think it goes in order. So I got 9 lives. I don't even know. I've got a lot of different lives right now. Judas' Shadow should be the last one, though, because it was the last one I picked up.
I'm just going to fight Mom. Finding the secret room here is too annoying.
Oh, there's a push for Dr. Oz's university to strip him of his medical license.
He has to give up his license to practice medicine, make it a legal matter of avoiding being sued for what you say on national television.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, probably a good call to get rid of that sucker then.
Yeah,
he's found his calling, and it's not medicine, it's medicine.
I get it. You put some air quotes on there.
Yeah. Scare quotes, even.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. She also gave like a huge platform to Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
And like, without getting into that, we shouldn't be trusting Jenny McCarthy on medical issues. She's the host of like MTV's Wild Party. That doesn't make her an authority on medicine.
By the same token, you know, it doesn't really matter what she's hosted if she had qualifications, but she
right.
doesn't.
But I chose to list her most prestigious qualification specifically related to the field of medicine.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I kind of want to take everybody here. You got a
Upgrade
whole party
your
of little
engines,
babies.
NL. Yeah, that's true.
Little Brimstone, Dark Bum, and Sister Maggie are all here to party with me.
I took advantage of that as well.
Alright. I gotta take a little Brimstone. I'm gonna also take Dark Bum. I'm gonna leave Sister Maggie for another day.
NL, Jenny McCarthy was hot as hell when I was like 15, though. I'm not gonna deny that. She's an attractive lady.
You support lobster rights? Absolutely not. Wait. I don't know.
NL, you have no chill. I am almost exclusively made of chill.
When they made the chill zone, they were talking about him.
Azazel run, here we come. I think what I'm doing is like, I'm gonna try to just make this chest last a little longer so that Nick's only gonna have like 2 or 3 floors left. And then I can just do like a nuclear throne run, because we're running out of time for an applicable Azazel run, I think.
Make the chest a little longer. I don't have the rest of the song.
That's all right. Nick, watching Chopped so much has made me like really not want to eat at restaurants. I understand that they're under undue stress on Chopped. You know, they've only got a set amount of time. Once per episode, they freaking cut themselves like openly and just bleed onto the food and have to restart it. But they're only restarting it because the TV cameras are on, right? And the judges are like, hey, I don't want to eat your blood. How often do you think that shit goes down in like a regular restaurant, man? They cut themselves so often. It's all the time. I was watching an episode last night. The lady cut herself 3 times in the same segment.
That's nuts.
Sorry, she chopped herself 3 times in the same segment.
Alright, well, glad you got it right.
What is going on there?
I have a hard time believing people really cut themselves that much. This is what they do every day.
That's what was my philosophy on it. Yes, hello.
Wouldn't their fingers be all chopped up?
What's going on? What do you mean, what's going on what? What, I can't for a second. Okay, what is it?
It's a chocolate caramel nuts pear.
This is not like gross, right?
No.
Because it looks funky.
It looks funky.
That's really good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is okonomiyaki chip.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. This is a little mid-run snack there.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was pretty good. That peanut butter thing was delicious.
Said it looked a little funky though.
It did look. It looked funky, but it was good, man. How's your run going, Nick?
Not amazingly at this point. I really need to turn some stuff into spirit hearts.
You got Mama's knife?
Yes, I do.
You got Dark Bum?
Yes, I do.
Welcome to Dry Socket City. I think I'm free from Dry Socket City, man. It's been 6 days. One of my stitches came out yesterday, though.
Intentionally?
I don't know. I was just like, you know, like drinking a glass of water, and I felt something, and I pulled it out. I was like, oh, that's like a stitch. It feels fine, though.
So I guess it's healed enough that your body's like, yeah, we've done our job. Let's let
flush
this go
that
now.
shit out. Yeah, basically. Still 3 more in there, though. I can feel them. It feels like there's like something stuck in my tooth, but it's just a stitch. Where are you at in your run?
I just finished Womb 1. Debating about whether I should go back for hearts, but I'm going to not, so it saves us some time.
Take as long as you need. I'm going to do a quick nuclear throne run or 2. Change the game name so the Twitch police don't get me.
Nick does read chat. Nick just can't read chat when we're having conversations, that's all. Yeah, no, I know the joke is to say I never ever read chat, but it doesn't really help out to do that.
One time, okay, I'm gonna paraphrase this. I read it in chat, but it went by too quickly. Somebody went, one time I had a girlfriend who was a cook, and I went over to her house on our third date. I don't know if this is real, by the way, but I read and got the gist of it. She cooked a meal, and after I ate it, she said, I put some of my hair in the meal, you ate it, and now we're connected forever. Yo, if that's a real story, that's a real... She needs to probably seek some counseling.
It's a beautiful story. Now they're connected forever. Why can't you respect that?
Now I'll be a part of you forever.
You're just jealous. You wish someone would feed you their hair.
I'm like...
And you could have your own.
Yeah, then I could grow my own. That's how it works, right? That was like almost dead on. I'm a fast reader. I just couldn't remember the exact words that were used. You know, I got the gist of it. I did okay in high school English class, you know. Summarize. Got
that
it,
was
summarize?
Family Guy? Actually, I think I remember that being Family Guy.
That was Family Guy? You just try to pass off a Family Guy anecdote as a real story?
And you fell for it.
I fucking fell for it. That is a straight up Family Guy joke. God, shut it down. Stream's canceled today.
You're the new Oprah.
I am the new Oprah. It sounded legit to me.
Oprah
How was I to know
2.0
Jenny
here in the
McCarthy
house.
couldn't be trusted about her opinions on vaccinations? She might be right, man. I shouldn't even joke about that.
She's not right.
I'm no scientist.
All right. Pretty sure she's not right, but I'm going to stop there.
What does Brooke Burke think? That's what I'm
What
waiting
does Emma
for
Watson
here.
think?
What does Emma Watson think?
Not much of us, I'm sure.
You think so? I think she's probably like okay with us. I like to assume
hooligans.
I like to assume that people are, you know, nice and kind until you know, they have an opportunity to prove me right or wrong. I like to assume the best in people.
I just used a hangman for freaking puberty and lemon party pill.
Is it worth it?
Nope.
Lemon Party's pretty good, but I'm guessing you had to use it to find out.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I wanted that. It's an assault rifle. We can still get it.
Should add an assault
Seriously,
rifle.
NL, Jenny McCarthy's not right. Look, I know Jenny McCarthy's not right. What I'm just trying to avoid conflict, but I'm just making the situation worse by trying to be non-committal because it's actually just doing more damage. You should vaccinate your children or yourself. You know, I'm a proponent of vaccinization. I've had a vaccination done to myself.
Vaccinism.
Yeah, I'm a vaccinate. And I've had some vaccinations done even within the past year. I'll get vaccinated for stuff. You know, you should, especially for like your children though. Like,
Say new to your cats too if you want.
That's up to Bob Barker.
He's still alive?
Yeah, man.
I haven't checked in with him in a while, so I just want to make sure.
Bob Barker is still alive.
Hey, you guys want to join the Church of Vaccinism? We'll vaccinize everything until it's dead.
All right. Well, I don't know if I support like lethal vaccinations.
Everything that's ever been vaccinated died. How do you feel about that?
That's not true yet.
Well, will.
Hey, you don't know that. Oh, hey, IDPD's here because they fucking shoot first, ask questions later. Why do you assume that I blew up your IDPD headquarters? You don't think it's the freaking birds with the SMGs who have made their habitat around it?
It's a tough world they live in.
It is a tough world they live in.
Just like living day to day in that environment's got to really take a toll on your mental state.
Dude, I'm not trying to prescribe blame to any particular side in what is clearly a imbalanced and scary ecosystem here.
But you are shooting a whole lot of people. So
They shot at me first. Ah, that freaking assassin got me. That was a tough one. Yes, I have heard of Agario. Agario. I've heard of it.
I tried to get him to play it today, actually.
At about 250.
Yeah, it was about 250. Maybe 249.
I played a little bit of it, and I was like, this is cool, but I don't know. It seems a little late.
The thing about it is it's really cool, but, like, it's got a lot of words in it.
There's like a lot of rude words.
Really, really rough stuff.
Remember when NL got killed by a soundtrack in Nuclear Throne? That did happen in yesterday's video.
How did a soundtrack hit you?
I was so confused by why there was different music that I paused the game and then went to make sure like I didn't have any tabs open in Chrome that were playing sound. And then when I came back, I accidentally quit the run.
Oh, that's sad.
It wasn't in the daily, though.
Was it an okay run before that?
It was good, but, you know, I can just have... good runs are not that hard to come by anymore. If it was the daily, I would have been pissed. But it was not the daily.
You're right. I forgot you can turn off the names in that game.
Oh,
that would
for
actually
real?
fix that problem. I knew I could do it, but I didn't put the 2 and 2 together there.
Problem solved, man. You need to take Sledgehammer plus Trigger Fingers is how we solve this little conundrum we got ourselves in.
I'm on the Cathedral now.
That's good. I'm on my second Nuclear Throne run, so it was good timing.
I got Small Rock.
Yeah, me too. I got it around that time. It's helpful, man. You have Mom's Knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably be fine.
I've stopped not taking Mom's Knife. I'm good enough at it now.
I would definitely recommend it. It's like, if you could only choose one item, it would be doubtlessly like one of the most powerful ones. One of the ones that by itself gives you a chance at the run. It's like that and Epic Fetus and like Ipecac.
The thing that gets me is, and this is just my own ignorance here, but I would probably take Scythe Tears over it and then die.
Yeah, that's a... If you had a choice in that like really arbitrary context, like you only get to take one item on your run, if you took Death's Touch, you would probably lose.
I just believe in my heart that it gives more damage than it really does.
Mom's Knife, and you could put together a chance at it at least. I still don't think Godhead's that good, but I think that's largely born out of ignorance because Godhead never shows up. I mean, I think it's a great item, but I don't know if it's a run winner completely independent of other items you have on the run. It's the same damage upgrade as Scythe Tears, isn't it?
What is?
Like Godhead.
Oh, I have no idea.
Just a much larger hitbox, I thought. And it homes. It's good. It's a great item. I really wish it showed up more often.
Barret card. Alright, fair enough.
Gives you huge tears and homing tears. Yeah, I know. Hey, and I know about Sledgehammer too. That's Trigger Fingers. That's what I was saying. If we get Trigger Fingers, that would solve our little Sledgehammer dilemma of it being pretty slow.
My God, these items on the chest, though. Are you serious? Chocolate milk, poop. What is that? Sagittarius and Magic Mirror.
I think it's Aquarius.
Aquarius, yeah, that's what it is. Sagittarius is a good one. Well, no reason not to take chocolate milk since I have to charge anyway. What? It doesn't do anything differently.
No, that's not you.
Oh.
I meleeed an exploding enemy when I was right next to him.
Magic Mirror does the same thing it does already, so what's the difference?
Yeah, I think Magic Mirror does nothing with Mom's Night. My reflection. Probably Open Mind. Can someone explain to me what
damage went down?
Can someone explain to me what Open Mind does specifically? It says extra chest spawn, but I don't know what that means. Like you get one more weapon or ammo chest per floor, or enemies are more likely to drop chests, or what's up? Because I take it all the time. It's valuable.
Better drop rate probably.
But then there's Rabbit Paw, which does exactly the same thing.
Oh yeah. I always forget that does that.
I'm on to you.
Godhead also gives you a permanent Samson's Lock.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I learned so many things from chat.
One more weapon ammo rad chest. More likely, Open Mind gives you an extra weapons chest, ammo chest, or rad canister on each floor. Oh yeah, I could see that being really useful. Extra rad chest early would, that would help out a lot.
Is chocolate milk really just a damage up for Mom's Knives? It feels like it didn't really do anything.
I thought it didn't do anything.
It's hard to judge, so it's not like I was fighting Mega Fatty on the floor prior.
Oh, that hurts.
No, still tearing shit up. Can't complain.
Not good nuclear throne.
Joker card.
Help. Help.
Joker card on the chest should be guaranteed to give you something awesome. It should at least give you anything. What a bunch of bullshit.
Just a bunch of bombs or something?
This is spiders and bombs.
Oh, that was clutch as heck. Alright, let's do this. No more bullshit deaths.
Every other freaking chest on the chest gives you an item, except when you get to the freaking special room.
It would be sweet if red chests on the chest gave you an item. Then you could take the left hand down to the chest and get like 4 deal with the devil items.
Because right now, that whole left hand meta is not very good.
Not past a certain point, for sure.
Oh, baby, a subscriber.
Epic 650. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Alright, let's do this.
Whoa.
It's a tricky game, Chad. Don't get on me about that. I'm still doing okay. Wrench Sewers is a good combo, man.
Should go fight Big Dog.
I've already... Well, no, I have not. I fought Big Bandit, which is who I think you mean when you say Big Dog.
I mean all of them.
Oh, they're all dog-based bosses, even the ones that quite clearly are not. Come on, level 5. You can do it. That's pretty good. I still don't fully understand how to use Rebel effectively. But people keep sending me tweets, and I read it, and I'm like, I understand it, but I don't understand why you want to spawn these things.
Alright, I finished.
Oh,
I can go clear rooms for a bit if you need.
Yeah, please do. I might die soon. Let's try not to make the same mistake we made last time.
I'm glad there's precedent for a run starting as doom and gloom, but then actually finishing it successfully, because I don't usually seem to do that.
Yeah, that was a good run. In the end, at least. A little scary to start with.
Worked its way up.
Yeah.
Into a good
I mean,
position.
it's Judas, you know. Judas runs have the tendency to be scary if you just find yourself in a situation... Oh, 2 rat canisters. You find yourself in a situation where you don't get HP early.
Right. And I actually did, so it wasn't that bad.
Alright, now we really need trigger fingers, because shovel trigger fingers is pretty dope.
How about shovel fingers?
That would be awesome, man!
Every one of your fingers does a damage.
I wonder if shotgun shoulders was changed to shotgun... Or shotgun fingers was changed to shotgun shoulders because they added trigger finger. And they were like, well, that's... Yeah, too many fingers. Too many finger-based enemies.
Too many fingers in the pie of life.
Yeah. American pie of life.
Yeah, there's room in there for a lot.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. And Jason Biggs' high point of his career or his whole life. Sean Williams' Scott will be Stifler for life. Singing, she's a mom I'd like him to be my wife. Doesn't really, you know. Can't use life 3 times in a row.
I mean, you can if you're Kanye.
You got a real anti-Kanye bias, man.
I've been hanging out with Rob too much. He hates Kanye.
Well, it's just ridiculous. He's a hip-hop visionary.
I think he's drunk.
Kanye?
There's something up with him. He just does not seem to write good lyrics.
I mean, he may engage in alcohol consumption. It's about the bravado, man. You know who else didn't write good lyrics? Beethoven.
Oh, yeah. The dog does not do much other than slobber.
Kanye's strength has always been his production, but he responded to critics who said his MCing was weak with his 2005 sophomore hit, Late Registration.
Did he not have his registration for his car for a while?
No, it was still on the college motif.
Oh.
From that first album, The College Dropout.
He didn't get into the class that he wanted. He was
yeah,
upset.
They say the best classes go to the fastest. Sorry, Mr. West, there's no good classes. Not even
Hey,
electives.
Dan Giesling. Dan Giesling's calling me out.
What did he say? He was saying, hey, fuck you for hating Kanye.
Don't you dare thrash Kanye.
Yeah, man.
All caps.
Kanye got an honorary PhD this week. Well, I'm not going to be mad about it. Like, I doubt he's qualified. It's not like he's gonna put it on his resume and then go to work for like the Jet Propulsion Laboratory or something.
Oh my God, he might though.
That would be pretty hilarious, actually.
A YouTube channel around it. Things you can do with a PhD by Kanye West.
Dude, I think someone said I'd love to see you and Kanye hang out in a room, man. Al. It would probably just be pretty awkward. I'd be like, hey, I'm a big fan of your work. He'd be like, that's cool. And then we just kind of sit there. I'd be like, you like the NHL? He'd be like, nah. I'd be like, cool, you're a hip-hop visionary. I look up to you. And he'd be like, do you rap? And I'd be like, well, not professionally. It would just, like, there's not that much for us to talk about. I'm just happy enjoying his music. I don't need to meet him. I'm not part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation or something.
I like Dan Giesling so much that even after he just yelled at me in all caps, I made him a moderator.
Probably like this, huh? You gotta try to roll like this. What do we got? Oh, okay, a shovel. Sticky logic. Ah! Flamethrower. Yeah, okay. What do you think about the flamethrower, Nick?
I pretty much like it in every opportunity I'm given to use it. Like, I've never turned down a flamethrower. They always feel great to use. They're always very exciting to look at. They're dynamic. There's flickering lights.
I don't care if Kanye is full of himself, man. I don't care if the artists I follow are... You know, I prefer they weren't, like, literal Nazis. But if they're just kind of like douchebags, that doesn't really bother me, you know? I think it takes a certain kind of special person to put themselves out there on a daily basis, you know? And, you know that they're going to be judged for it, but do it anyway.
Oh, man, Wolves in my door. He's here, too. You know what? You get to be a mod, too. You're a mod, and you're a mod. The Oprah references just don't end.
Yeah. I mean, there are like rappers who have written songs about like legitimately murdering people, and they don't catch like 1/10 of the flack that Kanye gets for being a little bit self-absorbed. Now, most of those rappers, admittedly, probably did not actually murder anybody, and it's more of like a street cred thing. But still, you know, I think it's important to keep it in perspective. I don't want to be a part of the TMZ generation, man.
You couldn't possibly listen to an actual Nazi as a rapper, right? I don't think you'd be.
I really hope that there's no genre of like Nazi rap.
I mean, who knows?
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
I'm sorry that we're cutting into SpyParty a little bit here, but it's a solid run.
No, it's all good. Honestly, sometimes SpyParty runs a little long in my mind, so...
Whoa.
No shots fired, just like sometimes you get a little too into it, and it's like, it's intense.
You don't get to choose whether you fired shots, Nick. You chose that when you put your finger on the trigger.
Oh, it's just for street cred, I don't actually do it. Thank you, Yo-Yo5, for the subscription. Much appreciated. Can we get some rock meows, please, for Yo-Yo-Fi?
I mean, there's like a lot of people who like really revere Eazy-E. And I understand it, because Eazy-E was a great hip-hop artist. But he was like the one guy in NWA who was like a straight-up potential, like actual legitimate criminal. His first lyric, his opening lyric on Straight Outta Compton, Side 1, Track 1, is Straight Outta Compton is a brother who would smother your mother. It's like, he's basically like, hey, I'll kill your mom. And then, like, not even feel bad about it. Then he follows it up with, and make your sister think I love her, which is not necessarily nice, but at the same time, it's not necessarily on the same magnitude of murdering your parents. Like, that's a little different.
I think it's kind of one of those things that's like, if and then.
Oh,
like,
so you
kind of just adds to the insult?
Right, because at first you'd be like, hey, Eazy-E, why'd you kill my mom? And then he'd be like, check this out, I fucked your sister, too.
Yeah, that's exactly
what you're saying. Anyway, I died, so we can run an ad and come back.
Did the flamethrower not work out?
I wasn't using the flamethrower.
Should have been.
Anyway, we'll be back. Smother equals sex up, not kill. I beg to differ.
Smother with balls? Like, what does that mean?
Anyway, we're going to be back in 3 minutes to play some SpyParty. We'll see you momentarily.